Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of the Anthony LaRocca Show. I'm your host, Anthony, and today we are going to be talking to David McAlorum, who is the creator of one of the best-selling WSOs on the Warrior Forum, entitled 465 in 4 Hours. And honestly, this is one of the best products that I've ever had my hands on. I'm honored to not only be able to have access to it, but to call David one of my great marketing friends. You'll hear in the interview that we've known each other for over 10 years, and we just really talk about a lot of amazing, valuable stuff. Before we dive in, though, I wanted to just kind of give you a quick overview of what you're going to be getting with this 465 in 4 Hours product. I actually able to twist his arm, and I got an early bird discount for the next 48 hours. So this is going to be well under $47, which is the actual value of the WSO. This is just the sales letter here, and it's quite lengthy, but you'll notice one thing that David does really well here is he's keeping up to date with technology, and his sales letter here is extremely animated. It's really a work of art, and it's something I highly recommend that you read through in great detail. Not only is it fun and interactive to get through, it also is just, there's so many testimonials. There's one for myself, and there's just so many people here over the past like 3-4 years that have been using this system, and it's still working to this day. So this is the 465 in 4 Hours WSO. Now when you make the purchase, I'll show you what everything here looks like. Okay, now this is the members area for the 465 in 4 Hours WSO. Now once you arrive, there's a bunch of steps to follow. There's a lot of value right out the gate here. First thing you do is you download the zip file, and inside the zip file here there's the following. There's the actual main report. There is an automated sales traffic bonus, which is a video series that Dave created to get your sales rolling in automatically with these traffic strategies that are really top notch. Even better, the Frank Kern List Control Seminar, Dave has the notes from that, and let me tell you, that Frank Kern List Control really changed my business. It allowed me to finally start making 5 to 6 figures a month from internet marketing. And I owe a lot to Frank Kern, but to be able to have the notes from that list control is just incredible. And lastly, this all ties in together, by the way, with the report, are 35 emotional benefits that Dave's included in this text document. It's going to save you a lot of time in trying to figure that out. Once you're inside the WSO, you'll see what all that means. Step 2 is there's a 465 2.0 webinar that Dave created. It's over an hour long. This is something you must watch in tangent with the actual report, because it's going to allow you to just, shave off a lot of time, increase the amount of money that you are going to be able to make with this 465 WSO. And I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Spend less time on a system and make even more money. So watch that webinar. It's going to allow you to do just that. Step 3, you're actually going to be able to book a free strategy session with Dave. Highly recommend that you do that. Anytime that we've jumped on the phone, and I've known this guy for a long time now, it's just been really gold mine chats. And you'll be able to just be in line with him and figure out a way to expand and grow your business together. Dave's a phenomenal marketing coach. He's coached hundreds of people to become 5-6 figure earners, and it's just, you don't get that these days. You don't get an opportunity to chat with a leader for free. So definitely book that call. And lastly is his elite mastermind group, and I'm in there as well. So feel free to jump in, join the group, come say hi. Every single time people are posting in there, Dave is asking really good questions to get the group active. But when people do post questions in there, he's extremely active. Someone asks a question, Dave answers it. Someone asks again. It's a group of really high-level thinkers. And if you're looking to expand your reach, to brand yourself, to network with other successful people, then the Elite Online Mastermind Group, which is included free with the purchase, just makes it that much better. All right, guys, and best of all, I've included 5 really awesome bonuses. All you got to do is just send me your receipt to me@anthonylarocca.com. It's also included on the page, and I will send you those bonuses. Now, off to the interview. On today's episode, I have my great marketing pal, Dave McAlorum, here. David, welcome to the show. How's it going?
Going good, going good.
Awesome, awesome. It's getting cold up here, that's for sure, in Canada.
Yep.
And for those people who don't know, I've been great pals with Dave for probably almost 10 years now. We met through a internet marketing friend, and we've kept in touch the whole time, and we've actually done some traveling together. We've been to both each other's hometowns, and I couldn't think of a better person to have on for our first episode because not only does he think a lot like me and is successful, he's also had quite the journey to get to where he's at. And after we go over his journey, we're going to actually talk about his best-selling product on the Warrior Forum, 465 in 4 hours WSO. So David, I know is excited to talk to you guys about that today too. So David, how about you tell our audience today about your journey, your struggles that you've had to get to where you're at today?
Well, it's starting, that actually goes way back to when I was like 8 years old, if you can believe that, before I even had the internet. I remember drawing out a little picture that was this box that literally spit out money. It was like a money tree, but it was a box. And now all these years later, I was like, my God, that was a prophecy, man. That's literally my laptop spitting out money all the time. Like me and
Yeah.
you, like marketers who are successful, we like. I'm sure I'm not the only one that coined it, but like we have beautiful things that we could talk about, like sleep money. Yeah, go
Right.
to sleep. Yeah, wake up. There's hundreds of dollars in your account, and you tell people this, and they're like, "What? I hate you. Like I'm jealous and blah blah blah." Like it could get pretty ridiculous, as we know.
Right.
But anyway, so basically, I've always been an entrepreneur, kind of minded person, like anywhere from shoveling my neighbors, like snow up here in Canada, of course, raking their leaves, cutting the grass, going door to door, doing all that kind of fun stuff. And, so it obviously wasn't going to be very long, until I stumbled upon some type of opportunity on the internet.
Right.
And once I stumbled upon my first opportunity on the internet, I read all about it. Read the sales page 5 times, and it's like, damn, you got to get involved in this. So started buying stuff. Started getting like I think I bought some software first, like Micro Niche Finder, and like just a bunch of stuff. And honestly, I didn't really implement many of it, which was a huge downfall of mine. So
So you just
that was
kept buying things over and over and then just
over and
never
over
using
again.
collecting dust on the computer.
Well, like I would read them.
Right.
I would get excited about them and stuff, but like I wouldn't really like put the full pedal to the metal, until one day I spent $2,000 on this course, called CPA arbitrage or something like that. And when you drop 2 grand, which is almost the full balance of my credit card at the time, you got to get serious, and
Right.
and you got to do stuff. So that course was all about PPC to CPA, and sending PPC traffic in Google, Yahoo, MSN, and I sent that. I got added to like 5 or so CPA networks, and finally I started making commissions. I was losing my shirt. I was definitely spending way more
On
than I was
traffic.
making, but it was just seeing those commissions show up in my computer, kind of like poof, it like changed my whole outlook, because I was like, this does exist. This is possible. You can make money online. Yet again, I was losing money online, but the total amount of money that I lost, I'll just chalk up as a payment for the lesson of knowing that making money online was possible. And then, they often say that your first dollar online is the most important.
It
So
is.
there was that. And then I tried a few other things. And then essentially I ran into a very specific method that I found where I made $465 in 4 hours for free. And then I wrote the report on it, which actually took me 6 months to do. I actually got depressed about it because I knew that I should have wrote that report, and I knew exactly what I should be doing, and I wasn't doing it, hence the depression. But as soon as I released that report, lots of people started to get their first success as well. And, as you know, like me and you are both coaches, like it feels great when you get those testimonials from people, big or small. It feels great knowing that you're helping people make a difference in their lives and achieving their dreams, and hopefully get away from that stupid job of theirs.
Right. And I think you nailed it. It's there's really nothing more satisfying than when number one is you made your first dollar online. It seems to give you that extra boom to keep going, to prevent you from going in that depressive state. But as coaches, seeing results when your students are actually making results, or seeing your customers that get results from the products that you're selling. I mean, that's why we're doing this, right? It's really the most rewarding feeling. It's very difficult to describe, and I hope that people who do make money online eventually take a step back and switch it over from being a customer to being a product creator, provider, help other people the way that you're making money. So that's awesome. Now, you mentioned you bought like a course for $2,000, which a lot of us have done. I've done the same. I've spent a lot, right? Who do you think has been your biggest influencer? I know there's a few people that you listen to, podcasts and stuff like that today that if someone had just stepped into internet marketing today, who would you recommend that they follow besides us that's going to really influence them, someone to listen to and guide them that really helped you?
I've always said, for whatever strange reason, I always kind of create my best material after being saturated with like Frank Kern, even Pagan. I was actually in the dating niche before I got into making money online. That's a completely different story. But I was on David D'Angelo's list, which is just a pen name of his.
Yep.
And he sent out one day an email saying, "Hey, would you be interested in how I make all this money in this business and 6 other businesses that I run, blah blah." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Of
Add him to
course.
the list. And then started following Eden Pagan. He's like the intellectual guy. He's like kind of very serious, like suit and tie, and like all that guy. Then Frank Kern's like the carefree stoner surfer guy that swears on camera, doesn't give a fuck. So those two guys I really really like. One of my big mentors recently over the last couple of years, even when I've been successful, is a man by the name of Doberman Dan, and he actually lived with Gary Halbert. Which, if any of you don't know, Gary Halbert was touted by Dan Kennedy, who some consider the greatest copywriter of all time, as the greatest copywriter of all time. And Doberman Dan's work really, 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 really shows that. And I've been part of his physical newsletter for since he released it. Newsletter number one onward, like 3.5 years or something now. So his retention rates are sick.
Right.
To say, but that man knows what he's doing. And there's there's a lot of people in the field. There's a lot of people to give props to. There's a lot of friends that I know that have helped me on the way. I know me and you have a very good interaction together. Like we bounce off of each other pretty well
All the time. Yeah.
all the time. And there's really too much to think of to even fully mention right now.
Yeah, it's funny you brought up the Doberman Dan, because I remember the first time that we met in Vegas. We landed, went up to the hotel at the MGM, and then you took out of your briefcase, you had all these printouts, and they were Doberman, envelopes. They were Doberman Dan letters that either you've read or you haven't read yet.
Yeah.
And I actually remember sitting on the couch there for 20 minutes once and just kind of looking through them, and the content on there is just like unreal. And I'm not trying to plug him. I'm just saying that that's definitely someone who, like you said, has been influenced by literally the greatest copywriter in the world. And there's no one personally that I know that could say that they are, or they've worked that person with them. And the fact that I know he's got that podcast that you can listen to, and he sends out those physical letters. I mean, there's just so much information that you can learn there, and I don't know any niche that you can get into, whether it's product creation, it's dating, it's helping people get a date or pick up something. Copy is just so key, right? Learning how to write and learning how to voice your own brand and how to sell is just it's impossible to perfect, but it's necessary to try to perfect, right? So
110%, man. And that was actually part of 465's success. Like, not only with the 465 campaign itself, because guess what? You got to start somewhere. I was like, I'm like, basically what it's about is creating products and selling. Hey,
Yep.
Product, traffic, and I reveal traffic sources in the report, multiple traffic sources. And I also reveal a way that, you could just sell products that not as an affiliate, but you could sell products that you can make as your own, but you still need to write a sales page for them most of the time. And you just friggin' do it, just start, make a friggin' sales page. Like, I can't tell you how many sales pages I wrote before that one. And, they would sell and stuff, so that's cool. But, like, nowhere near the success of the one when I did 465. And then, like, the 465 campaign itself. And then when I actually wrote the sales letter for the 465 report, by the time I came out with the report, believe it or not, it took me fucking 30 minutes from start to finish to write that sales letter. And now, I don't know, I'm coming close to like 4,000 customers or something like that. It's been selling for close to 5 years. It's broken over $100,000 in sales. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So I wanted to touch a little bit more upon that. I think, when did you launch 465? In 2000?
March 26th, 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
So well over 3.5 years ago. It's 4 years now. I mean, almost 4.5 years, approaching 5. And it still works. You have over 200 and some 100,000 views on the Warrior Forum for your thread. There you go, 300,000 plus. Over 200 pages of replies or something like that.
I think it's up to like 140.
There you go, 140 pages. So there's 50 posts on each page, thousands of replies, and every time I see bump the thread on the Warrior Forum, which is daily, so that's not cheap to do, is there's always new testimonials and there's always new people that have stumbled upon there and just literally just come out and say, this is the easiest money I've ever made in my life. I can't believe I didn't think of that before and such. And the fact that the last time I checked it, you've kept it up to date. Everything's step by step once you purchase and you're inside. It just literally, whether you're a seasoned veteran or someone who literally has just stepped into internet marketing today, I think it's the easiest money you're going to learn how to make on the internet, right?
Oh, absolutely. I updated it with the 465 2.0 webinar.
2.0.
And there that should have been a relaunch, and I should have raised the price big time after that, because that's, I put so much content in that 1 hour webinar. I could easily parcel that into other courses and sell them, but I really wanted to punch out the most value that I could for all my current subscribers, customers, and all my future customers. And In that webinar, I reveal multiple other traffic sources, multiple different ways to acquire these products, and just a bunch of different strategies that you could really take this whole method beyond the original report. That I've done successfully myself since launching the report as well. So it's it's really a big addition and a big add-on to the entire package. That's for sure.
No, exactly. And unlike a lot of these shows that we're going to be doing that are going to be prepping for products that will be launching in the future, this is live already. So we're going to think of something special for you guys. I know for sure right now it's under $40 to be able to get a system that is going to make you money. I mean, I wish I had that when I first started. Um, like me and you both can admit, we spent probably close to $100,000 in education to get to where we're at now. So the fact that someone can take out $40 in their PayPal and it's all laid in their lap is incredible. And I'm going to be throwing in some bonuses there too, kind of thinking about exactly what that will be. But I want it to be really special because I wanted the first episode to just blow people's mind and with a lot of value. So there's no doubt about that. And so David, I think what we'll do is when we make this available to people, maybe in like a week or so, we can do maybe a little quick hangout just for the customers that have any questions, just so we can put a face to the product.
Yeah.
If that would be cool with you, I think that'd be work great. And then we can record it and then people can access it because, I mean, you just said it yourself, you've created a 2.0 version of the course. It's still under $40, which blows my mind. These days, courses are selling between, $297 to $1,000 and north all the way to 10,000. So they've definitely stumbled upon a cheap gold mine. So if that works for you, that'd be great. And I think the most important thing about David that I know is you literally at one point in time were homeless, right? You were living in the mountains, and like most people here that are watching this video don't have that much of a struggle going on. And if they do, then that's even more light to know that you're on the flip side have made it to the right side where you've made six figures in your internet marketing career. And, that's a feat in itself. And, you're not homeless anymore and you were able to do this all yourself, right? So maybe you want to tap upon that just to give people some inspiration as we wrap up things here.
It's true. Well, I'm not sure how many of you listeners are from Canada, but if you guys are wherever you're from, I lived homeless in Rocky Mountains, which if any of you have heard of Survivor Man, he actually goes to the Canadian mountains, and he claims that that was one of the hardest places that he's ever tried to survive. Out of all his crazy Survivor Man instances and locations, that was the hardest one, he has said. So I literally lived there almost in the dead of winter too. It was in November and December and a little bit of January. And yeah, it was cold, very cold, needless to say. But yeah, I found a way to get out of it, and internet marketing really brought me back up from from essentially nothing to now a point where I'm actually a name in the industry. I got a huge list of customers. All the strategies and everything that I know is absolutely ridiculous. One of the things that I love about marketing the most is like it's basically like alchemy. Like there's
Right.
you have almost 100% complete creative control of whatever you want to do. Like you're only limited by what you think of in your mind. And me and Laraka here, we know this very well. We've been jiving on this for a long time. And I personally, I would rather be doing nothing else for the rest of my life. This is it. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly. I fully agree. Unless you have anything else that you'd like to add, I think that was a great perspective into the life of Dave. And I really want to thank you for your time. For everyone watching this video, below here, by about tomorrow in about a couple days, there's going to be a buy button that'll redirect you my link to the 465 in 4 hours course. It's going to be specially priced for you, and it's going to include about 5 bonuses that'll be listed below the video as well. Just thanking you for your purchase. And then lastly, like you said, if we get enough people to jump on, then we'll have a hangout. And we'll give you some ninja tricks to ensure that you're successful with your purchase. So, like I said, that'll be recorded as well. David, thank you so much for your time, and I know you're always thinking of new products, so I'm sure I'll have you on here again soon, and I'm sure everyone would really appreciate that and enjoy that. So, thanks so much for your time.
No problem, LaRocca. Thank you for having me on the call.
Thanks, man. See you later.
Cheerio.